It's been ages since I had pizza at Cat's Tail. If only they delivered. A true knight can't afford to be a picky eater.
It makes no logical sense to be greedy with food. But for me, all rationality goes out the window when there's golden shrimp balls involved. They're just irresistible. The taste of a single golden shrimp ball brings me so much joy that all the stress of work just melts away. Everything has a certain way it should taste. I won't touch anything that tries to break the mold, so no salted almond tofu for me. And no sweetened lotus seed and bird egg soup either. It's just a total waste of perfectly good ingredients.
There's plenty of delicious food to sink your teeth into in this world. And plenty of fights to sink your teeth into as well. Life is beautiful. Food is like weaponry. A true warrior never deliberates unduly over their choice of weapon, nor do they do so over the food they eat. Neither should you.
Jean makes the most amazing cup of coffee. You'll have to try it sometime. I can handle anything and everything, as long as it isn't cold wolf hook juice. Ugh, yuck.
I like making my own vegetable soup. I put a big bunch of vegetables into a cauldron and stir it with a long spoon. What does it taste like? Here, why don't you try it for yourself? Open wide. I suffer from extreme pumpkin phobia. The fall harvest is a difficult time of year for me, as you can imagine. I wonder if it would be worth the trouble to make all the pumpkins in the world disappear.
Sparkling wine is a specialty of Mondstadt. Mix it with 3 parts dandelion wine, and the bitterness disappears completely. This concoction is known as Death in the Afternoon. Delectable. I can't believe that some people actually drink grape juice. If they had a little more patience, they would find it ferments into the most exquisite wine. So unromantic.
You want to know what's in my glass? It's grape juice, my drink of choice. I don't like alcohol. It's just... I don't like how it feels in my mouth.
Do you like spicy dried fish? I have 2 in my bag. Here, have one. I don't like anything bitter, especially, bitter gourd.
I like meat. And I like potatoes. Greens are bad. Animal eats green things, then I eat animal.
Meat! Meat is the best sustenance there is. Chicken mushroom skewers, steaks, and sweet madams are all my specialties. You won't go hungry if you come adventuring with me, that's for sure. You can't really afford to be picky as an adventurer. That said, I can't really handle spicy food. I find it hard to breathe after eating Dreyun chilies. Like the spice went right into my lungs. And there's no avoiding the diarrhea afterward. It's the devil's fruit, I say. Who knows where it came from?
My favorite is easily a satisfying salad. The best of Mondstadt's natural produce on one plate. Highly nutritious and a low calorie count. No, I never get sick of eating it. It's delicious. I've been eating it for 10 years now. I'm not a fussy eater, but I really don't like banquets. The reason being, as the maid, I'm expected to sample every single dish on the table to ensure its quality. With just one bite of each, of course, but it all adds up. Oh, the guilt.
What is food but the shackles of mortal flesh? But if the Prinzessin de Verurtelung should reckon any morsel worthy, then it must be the tears of sinners and the tongues of liars.
Has mein Fräulein lost her appetite for the Mitternachtsbrot des Sommernachtgartens?
That is merely to provide mine earthly vessel with such sustenance as it doth require to perform its royal duties.
I believe I know the answer to this one.
Indeed you do, Oz. That poor mortal coil, mutilated by bondage unnatural.
It will never again fly as I do.
Deprived of the humble coif with which it was born to gaze in awe at the majesty of its monarch. Surely it is a glimpse of my homeworld's hell in the flesh. The name of the dish escapes me.
Something, Madame, isn't it?
I extract the nectar from sweet flowers to make candy. When I get stuck in a rut, I just pop one in my mouth and my focus returns. Retaining optimal blood sugar levels during research is essential. Once I came to understand more about bioalchemy, I stopped eating mushrooms. You're no doubt aware? Mushrooms grow on that which has died, which in turn makes me think of other such things, and my appetite just disappears. Ugh.
Love to eat fish. The fish Daddy cooks is the best. A perfect main course. But eating fish as drunk food? That's absolute blasphemy. Carrots, potatoes, onions, tomatoes. Yeah, I don't like the taste of any of those vegetables. In fact, I don't eat vegetables at all.
Mondstadt's passes are delicious, especially the ones you grab yourself from Cider Lake. I'm not even kidding, even my mom thinks so. I hate Mondstadt's crabs, all of them. I want to go out and play. I don't want to just sit there trying to de-shell a crab all day.
Oh, salad. Salad is by far the best food in the world. Cheap to buy, easy to whip up, filling, and it's the most convenient thing there is when you're working on a column or fixing some equipment. I mean, who's got time for a proper dinner anyway? You know, all those overpriced fancy foods. Personally, I think it's uncivilized and frankly dangerous to splash out and indulge yourself every time you have a little hunger pang.
I really do enjoy having dessert. How can I put it? When both physical and mental capacity are spent, high-energy materials further provide a kind of primordial, highly effective boost. What food do I dislike? Large portions of meat at restaurants? I have a rather small appetite, so a meal like that only ends up in tragedy. Either I overeat and the joy of the taste is lost, or I don't finish it and the food is wasted. I decided to simply not go to restaurants, although that has also meant I must spend more time preparing my own food.
Here, have an apple. I just picked it. Look how ripe and juicy it is. Truly the fruit of the gods. What's that tasty morsel you've got there? Ooh, a melted cheese pancake. A smelly, sticky, slimy, disgusting mess.
I like food with robust flavors. Spicy fried meat or spicy tofu are my favorites. Sitting down to a big, hearty meal together where everyone can fill their bellies. Now that's when things get lively. All right. All this talk is making me hungry. Not a fan of anything cold. Does nothing to fire up my appetite. I'd rather fry up a few fish.
A slow-boiled soup of leftover chicken and pork bones drenched over some cabbage leaves. I have few culinary requirements. Having a few staple dishes like this is enough. I've come across those who demand golden crab for every meal. Though it all seems so grandiose, I really have no desire for such frivolousness. If you're ever thinking of taking me out for such a dinner, you'd be better off just giving the mora to me directly.
My favorite thing to eat is whatever exotic ingredient I haven't tried yet. No, I'm not dodging the question. That's my honest answer. I'll eat absolutely anything. There are no bad ingredients, only bad cooking.
I like baked goods and US-style seafood. Probably because I'm used to quite a bland diet at home. I hate carrots. When I was young, my mother would mash them up into... Ugh, I can't go on. Just thinking about it makes me feel sick.
Nothing makes me happier than sitting down to an authentic Inazuman meal. Ingredients imported, of course. After training hard all day, the ice-cold freshness of Inazuman cuisine takes the exhaustion away. Anything piping hot and laden with chilies is an absolute no-go for me. The mere thought of a Jueyun chili gives me hot flashes.
The lunch down at the Liyue Dockyards rocks! Oily, meaty, bit skimpy on the vegetables, but I could never get tired of it. Oh, far as I'm concerned, a whole day in the dockyards is worth it just for the lunch. Not that I'm picky, but I can't stand bland food. If it's supposed to be salty or spicy, make it salty or spicy. You can't have a good time if you don't go all in on the flavor. Even if all I had on hand were enough ingredients for one serving of jewelry soup, I'd make sure I'd do right by them.
I like coconut milk, but I don't know what it tastes like. Sorry, I have no idea.
There was once a drink I used to enjoy with friends, long ago. Is it because the climate has changed? A shame I will never be able to relish in its smooth flavor again. I don't like seafood. Just seeing it reminds me of that slimy texture, and that scent that just won't wash off. As for why I hate it, it's a long story. So let's just say my memory is a little too good.